Hey, welcome to EPN. My name is Victor Lucas, and we bring you the latest in everything cool every single day. This one is going out to Tank 382, who asks if we've got a plan for the rocket and ray guns this year. We don't quite yet, but I am starting to formulate some ideas of how we're going to do it. But this rundown is dedicated to you. All you need is Lego. The best rock and roll band of all time is getting the plastic brick treatment. Lego has unveiled their official Beatles Yellow Submarine set. Yup, Lego Beatles is now a thing. Inspired by the trippy 1968 animated movie, the Lego set includes a buildable version of the titular Yellow Submarine, along with minifig versions of John, Paul, George, and Ringo. Not to mention a minifig based on one of the film's other characters, the flamboyant Jeremy.
A boob for all seasons. How can he lose?
The sub will have a detachable roof, so you'll be able to see them all together now inside. The idea for the Yellow Submarine Lego set was first floated last year by fans as part of the Lego Ideas initiative, and Lego was able to work with Beatles rights holder Apple Records to make it a reality. The set will hit stores on November 1st and cost $60 US. We've got our fingers crossed that other Beatles movies like Help or Hard Day's Night will get Lego sets of their own. Blizzard Entertainment has another global phenomenon on their hands. The studio behind Warcraft, Diablo, StarCraft, Hearthstone, and Heroes of the Storm has revealed that their latest game, Overwatch, now has more than 20 million registered players. That's a big improvement over the 15 million they said they had back in August and the 10 million that were playing the beta earlier this year.
Much better.
This doesn't necessarily mean the game has sold 20 million copies. Some of the registered players could be using the same copy, but either way, it's safe to say that Overwatch is a big hit for Blizzard. Believe it or not, it actually isn't their biggest title. Earlier this year, the digital card battle game Hearthstone was estimated to have more than 50 million players. It will be interesting to see how long Overwatch maintains its popularity. Like their other games, Blizzard hopes to keep players interested by adding new characters and content for years to come. They just launched the Halloween Terror seasonal event on all platforms, giving players new Halloween-themed loot, along with the game's first ever co-op PvE brawl called Junkenstein's Revenge. You better enjoy it while you can because it won't be available after Halloween. Here's how you get rid of that ticking time bomb that you might be carrying inside of your pocket. Samsung Canada has revealed how owners of the ill-fated Galaxy Note 7 can exchange the phone or get a full refund. Starting on Thursday, anyone with an original or replacement Note 7 will be able to bring the phone back to their point of purchase and get a full refund for the device and its specific accessories. If you don't want a refund, you'll also have the option of trading in the Note 7 for Samsung's Galaxy S7 or S7 Edge smartphones, which were released earlier this year. As for users who bought the phone online, Samsung Canada says they'll get in touch with you and provide details regarding the return process soon. Samsung recommends that all users with the Note 7 get the refund or exchange, and they should also power down the device and stop using it immediately. This all stems from a defective battery that can cause the device to literally explode. Samsung had initially thought that they had fixed the problem, but last week reports began surfacing that the replacement models were exploding as well. They've since ended all sales of the device and stopped production indefinitely, and the whole ordeal will likely have serious long-term consequences for the company. It turns out that being released in 2016 isn't Cuphead's cup of tea. The highly anticipated indie platformer has been delayed. It was slated to be poured out on the Xbox One and PC before the end of the year, but will now land in mid-2017. The game's developers, Chad and Jared Moldenhauer, say that the delay was a difficult decision, but they need the extra time in order to bring their vision for the game to life. Cuphead has a very ambitious art and animation style that makes it look like you're playing a 1930s cartoon, and all the assets are hand-drawn, which has probably contributed to the longer development process. Hopefully it will be worth the wait. You can learn more about Cuphead by watching our interview with the developers in the link on your screen or in the description below. Agent 47's latest murder spree is about to come to an end. Square Enix has announced that the 6th and final chapter of the episodic new Hitman game will launch October 31st because there's nothing more frightening on Halloween than a cold-blooded professional assassin. The new mission will bring the story to an epic conclusion, with Agent 47 traveling to Hokkaido, Japan in order to eliminate his final target. As always, how you do it is up to you, and there will be new weapons and gear at your disposal. If you're waiting to play the whole game at once, a complete collection with all 6 chapters will hit stores in January. Developer IO Interactive has hinted that they might make additional follow-up episodes in the future, and they also hope to continue the franchise with all new games using the killer new episodic model. In other episodic news, the third chapter of Telltale's new Batman game will swoop down on October 25th. There will be 5 parts to the Batman game in total, and the rest are expected to launch before the end of the year. You shouldn't feel bad if you like trashy movies. In fact, you should be proud. It turns out that people who enjoy watching bad movies like Sharknado are actually, on average, more intelligent than other people. That's according to research conducted by the Max Planck Institute for Empirical Aesthetics, which specializes in analyzing why different groups of people like different kinds of art and why. While studying people who enjoy bad movies, they found that 43% of them had a university degree, far higher than the average population, and most of them were also lovers of art house cinema. Sharknado is specifically mentioned as a favorite among the test group. So why do people like trashy movies? The study claims that fans see them as a positive transgressive deviance from the cinematic mainstream, and that they conceive of their preference for trash films in terms of an ironic viewing stance. We like bad movies, so we're totally smart enough to understand that. Some of our favorite bad movies include Ed Wood's black and white masterpiece, Plan 9 from Outer Space.
Yes, she's a fine specimen.
The horror classic, Troll 2.
Oh my God!
And of course, the romance drama, The Room.
What a story, Mark.
I can feel my brain getting bigger already.
You see? You see? Your stupid minds. Stupid! Stupid!
And that does it for us today for The Rundown. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll be back again tomorrow with a brand new episode.
You are tearing me apart, Lisa!
Hey, thanks for checking out that video on our EPN channel. It's just one small part of the things that we make around here. So if you liked it, don't forget to check out some of our other vids and hit that subscribe button.